Alright. Hello everyone. Welcome to Fit for 13. We are doing a live stream today. Hopefully we get some cool Pokemon. I've got a few things to show you guys. If I can ever figure out why this camera is doing what it's doing. Kind of got a weird angle. It wants to put me in the corner when I'm holding it straight in front of me. Oh well, whatever. This is the first time I've streamed with this device. And I've only streamed with a computer before, so hopefully this is working just right. Alright, so what we're doing is we're going to be attempting to do a massive leveling session. So let's look at our XP. This will be good for playback. Alright, we're at 2820 out of 10,000 for level 13. Yeah, I'm Team Valor. And let's see. We've got some eggs, but we probably won't be hatching those today. Maybe a different day. We might go battle at the gym or not. This is at our public library. It's where I'm streaming this from. And so, without further ado, let's get started with Pokestop module. Alright, module's active. Now, because I don't know if this will stack or not, we're going to go ahead and try using an Incense. And we are going to use a lucky egg. Alright. Let's start out with just, basic capture right here. It's a Pidgey. Hopefully the game doesn't crash. It looks like it might. Alright. Turn AR off because my cameras are not the greatest. Never fails. He always does that to me. And he dashed. Alright. Okay guys, so this is something cool that I was planning on doing and showing you guys, is that with the XP boost, it is my goal, you usually get 50 or 500 experience for every one that you don't level, or that you evolve, even if you've already seen it. So let's go ahead and hit evolve on Pidgey here. I saved up about 10 of these on different Pokemon. And I won't turn my sound on. I don't usually get to play with sound, so. That Pidgeotto is pretty strong. Pidgeotto is pretty strong. We'll tap this and go ahead and spin it. Couple raspberries. Pokeballs. Alright, so that did give us 1,000 for sure. Well, we got a few more to do. Now, do I have enough for Bellsprout? I can't remember. Yes, I do. Let's go ahead and evolve Bellsprout. I've not seen this Pokemon yet, so we should get a bonus for being new, too. This obviously is a public place, so I'll have people walking by, and so I tend to get quiet when they're around because, I'm sitting here talking to myself. Weeping Bell, he's not appearing up there. That happens to me all the time. Oh, there he is. 524. Awesome. I'm not very high level, so I don't have those, 1,000 CPs or 1,800 CPs yet. We'll get there, eventually, one day. Maybe never. What showed up? I didn't see it, but it looks like it may have only gave us 1,000 for that. Maybe gave us 2,000. I don't know. I can't keep track. Alright, so we've got more Pidgeys to evolve. I'm doing this just... I guess it took me a couple hours to farm up this many evolutions, but I'm hoping it'll pay off. I realize I've not been catching much yet. That's mostly just because I'm not super interested in the ones out there right now. I'm not uninterested. Alright. Involve this guy. Funny thing with lure modules, they tend to lure more Pokemon trainers than I do Pokemon. I've noticed that. Actually, last night I was at a place called Jungle Gyms for about 25 minutes or so, and that had attracted at least, see, 2,000. All right, it's giving me 2,000 for each one. That's not what I wanted you to do. All right, we gotta rotate. Go ahead and hit Venonat if I can. Screen's a little touchy. I'm playing on a tablet, so if you're curious about my setup, I'm playing on an NVIDIA tablet. NVIDIA Shield tablet. I'm currently tethered to my phone for internet with Easy Tether. And, the NVIDIA Shield comes with a built-in streaming capability, built in with Twitch, so you just open up your Twitch app and hit broadcast, and it works. Or so I've been told. And yeah, I've got enough candy to upgrade those too, so we'll actually do that next. And that's where my mic quit working. So I'm recording this later, actually on my drive to work, so that I can make sure that everyone doesn't get entirely bored just listening or just watching a completely silent video, because I believe even the music quit working, and that's just very unfortunate. And I'm not entirely sure why it did that. It could have been just my device only recorded the beginning of the music or the beginning of the video, or maybe I somehow silenced it with a gesture or something and didn't realize it. I don't know. I was actually supposed to be broadcasting this video, and it didn't work out. And that was some Twitch nonsense that I had. I didn't have some settings correct, and that's my bad. And I should have tested the video like I had planned to, but instead I went around and hit some Pokestops before the video, and stopped at a store and got a drink, and kind of got everything kind of situated, kind of got in the right mindset, and ended up not having time for a test video. But I did have the sense to at least record it beforehand, record it as well as broadcast, so that's good. Actually, the video ends a little abruptly. That was a technical issue, and I actually recorded more after it, but then my tablet just started turning off. I accidentally was holding down the power button, I think, and it didn't save the video properly. It's a corrupted video, so I apologize about that as well. I realize there's stuff going on the screen, and I don't really know what's going on right now. Hopefully you guys know a little bit about Pokemon Go, since what we're doing here today, I'm sure I explained this already, but I'll explain it again, is we're using a Pokestop module to increase the number of Pokemon that show up, a Incense, which I believe the two actually don't stack, so I wouldn't recommend on doing that going forward. They might stack, but it didn't seem like there was that many more Pokemon than any other time I use an Incense, or any other time that I've seen the modules used. So I don't think they really stack very well, and they might have stacked a little, but not great. Other than that, I also used a lucky egg, and I saved up about 10 evolutions, and you'll see some of those there. And actually, a couple of the evolutions, I happened to catch what I needed. For instance, the Bellsprout, I needed the Bellsprout, and I caught one, and so I was able to evolve to, I believe it's Weeping Bell's next. Yeah. And that was pretty cool. But I think after Weeping Bell, you needed like 100 more candies. So like that wasn't happening today. I needed another Eevee because I didn't want to get rid of my other high CP Eevee, and Eevee didn't show up. So, oh well, c'est la vie, I guess. What else can I say? I'm really just trying to put something to keep the video from being too awful boring. I get lots of comments when I have mic issues and on some of my videos because you can't hear me, and that's a problem, and I apologize about that problem. And going forward, it's my goal. It is a hard, strong goal of mine to not have that happen. Even though in this case my mic quit working, so I needed to find a alternate source of recording. So that's what I'm doing right now. So what's really kind of cool about these modules and the XP gains is the XP gain, actually, the Lucky Egg, it doubles all XP. Like if you have a curveball throw, a nice throw, a great throw, or even an excellent throw, and I misspoke in the actual video, but not like it, not, and you won't probably know unless you're really good at reading lips, which I'm not, so that's why I'm just kind of recording new audio instead. But it doubles all XP, and the excellent throw only happens when the circle's pretty small and you still, the inner circle's pretty small and you still hit it. You get an extra 100 XP. And that is pretty awesome. I've got a screenshot of it somewhere. I've only done it twice. It's not very easy. I think it follows a law of thirds, but I'm not 100% sure. Like if it's a third of the size, like if it's greater than 66% of the bigger circle, you only get a nice throw if you're inside the circle, the inner circle. If it's above a third, you get a great throw if you get inside the circle, and if it's below a third, you get a excellent throw. And nice throws and curveballs give you 10 extra XP, and there's actually one of those in the video, which may be happening now, I'm not sure, or here soon if it hasn't already happened, where I had a curveball and it doubled that XP too, so that was kind of cool. The reason you want to save up, but anyway, it'll double all of those throws. But the reason you want to save up the evolutions is the XP you gain 500 XP from evolving. Just, it doesn't have to be a new one. You just gain that much, and that is awesome. And so with the Lucky Egg, you get 1,000 XP. And so, I mean, basic math, right? So saving up 10 evolutions to do it should get you 10,000 XP, which in the early levels, which is where I'm at still, 10,000 XP gets you to the next level, like, and more Pokeballs, more revives, more raspberries, more stuff. And at level 9 and I believe level 10, you get Lucky Eggs at. So when you're level 9, you need 9,000 experience to get to level 10. I do not recommend on using the Lucky Egg then. I recommend on waiting until you are at least level 10. That way you can get, it doesn't really matter because you're only going to get X amount of experience anyway, regardless of what level you are. But I guess, it feels like the curve gets a little harder right after those level 10s, or those 10x, or those 10Ks. So I kind of used it to kind of get to the end of the 10Ks so I could get to the next one. The next level is going to cost me 15K, and that's kind of where it kind of starts getting higher. It goes 15K, and it goes to like 20K, and then it's like 20K for a few times, and then it's 25K for a few times, and then once you're like level 20, it jumps much more exponentially. It's an exponential curve. I mean, it really is. It honestly is. And level 20 is right at the breaking point, because to get to like 21 or 22 or something like that, you have to get like 50 K experience, and then it's like 75, and it's like 100, and then like it's 150, and it just gets higher and higher. And so those people that are level 30 or higher right now, they've logged more hours in the game than some of us ever will already. Like they've punched a lot of time in, and they probably spent a fair chunk of money buying lucky eggs, because as far as I know, you only get the 2 lucky eggs. I don't know if you ever get any more or not. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Level 12 is a really nice level to hit, and so if you want to go from level 10 to level 12, and you save up like 20 evolutions if you can. You don't have to, but it helps. But that'll get you from 10 to 12, no problems, if you have 20 evolutions. Now, if you do what I did and had, around 10 and the module or the incense going, and you're catching Pokemon and evolving when there aren't any Pokemon around, that'll be a very good use of your time, because you get double from the gains. And if something new shows up and you fill out something new, like I was able to get some new things registered in my Pokedex, and I got double XP for, is a new find. And so at the end of the video, which I realize is a little ways away, I believe I ended up with over 15k experience with what I was doing. And so I know I had at least 10k out of evolutions. I did have some extra. I did have some extra out of what's it called? New finds, and so that kind of ruined my my full demographic. I wasn't expecting anything new, but I did get it. And as far as things to catch, I live in a grasslands area, so Pidgey and Weedle and Caterpie are all very, very common. And they only require 12 candy to get and to evolve. And so anything that in your region, wherever you happen to be, that only requires 12 candy, definitely collect a lot of those, because you catch 4 of them and you can evolve 1. So to get 10 of them to be able to evolve, you only need you don't even need what's it called? You don't even need 40. You need something more like 30 or so, because if you trade them in for the extra candy, you can get another 10 candy, and then you still have all those other ones plenty left to evolve. You don't need to catch quite that many, but just as an example. I don't have a calculator in hand to know for sure, and I'm not that good at mental math. Always practicing, but never awesome at it. And hopefully you guys liked this video. I do hope to have more videos, hopefully without the sound issue, for Pokemon Go and Android games in general. Now that I've got the recording and the broadcasting and all that stuff working, I'm in a lot better shape, and I'm really, really happy with being able to do this, and it's a lot of fun. And if I have to record audio afterwards, I can always do it again like this. I know that, multitasking while driving is a dangerous thing, but I talk all the time while I'm driving anyway. And so, excuse me, sorry. So it's not a big deal for me to record audio while I'm driving. That's kind of that happens anyway. Like I was actually talking about what I was going to record to pair with this video before I even started recording, and I was like, well, I might as well just record it. Like, I can record when I'm driving as long as it's just audio. I can't play a game. And that brings me to the other point. Never play Pokemon Go while driving. This is a very dangerous thing. Now, if you're in the passenger seat, fine. If you open up the app to see where the Pokestops are, okay, maybe, but don't be staring at the screen. Don't be trying to catch Pokemon. Pull over, have Pokestops, get out of the traffic, stop. They do say Pokestops, and that's for a reason. The game won't register your steps if you're going over 20 miles an hour anyway. So, So I mean, and that's actually a point to note. If you're, you know, bicycling, don't pedal too hard, because I know you can go over 20 miles an hour on a bike. Not, and I mean, especially downhill. I've heard of some people taking their phones on bike rides for the purpose of hatching eggs. Like, they're not actually playing while riding a bike. I feel like that's even more dangerous than not paying attention while you're walking. Oh, I'm looking at my phone while I'm riding a bike, and oh, pedestrian, oh, tree, oh, curb, like all kinds of problems. Anyway, that being said, got that out of the way. I don't want anybody out there to be another sad story on the internet. It's better that no one ever hears about you than to be another sad story on the internet. And so don't be that guy. Don't be that girl. Don't be that person at all. That being said, now that's out of the way. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying Pokemon Go. I know I have. It's been a blast. This is the game that all Pokemon fans have been wanting since like '95. Like, we've been waiting 20 years for this game, and it's finally here, and it's fantastic. Like, if anyone didn't want to go out and catch Pokemon in their backyard, you must have had a very sad life. Like, if you played Pokemon back in the day and you didn't want to go outside and catch Pokemon, I don't understand. Like, that was exactly what, as far as I know, every kid's dream and every player's dream was, I want to go out and find these things. And I guess maybe if you were more of an adult player, maybe that wasn't your thought, but maybe it was. I don't know. We can finally do it, guys. It's here. We're doing it. Like, we are playing Pokemon Go. We can do this. I got about, I think that the sound cut out the whole time, so if it did, I will continue recording. If it didn't, I'll cut this off at a point that makes sense, trim it if I have to, kind of a thing. I know that, you know, there should have been about 20-25 minutes worth of video that I don't think had sound, and so that's kind of sad, but, you know, now I get to talk to you guys again, which is kind of neat. But at this point in the video, I'm hopefully getting ready. The module's probably almost done. Well, let's see. You guys, we're probably at about 10 minutes left, or 8 minutes left, or something like that. So I know the video was only like 36 minutes long, or 37 minutes long, or something like that. So let's see. I was trying to remember where I'm at. I should be recording this while I'm watching the video and not while I'm driving, and but I'm definitely not going to watch the video while I'm driving. That just spells a bad thing. So I apologize for some of the out of orderness of my dubbing, but yeah, I'm really kind of thankful for Ingress. Apparently there are some Ingress players around my local town. That's where we're playing. We're playing at our local library, and that's kind of nice. They have Wi-Fi too. I didn't connect to the Wi-Fi. I didn't see the sign on the door that told you the password. Like, if I noticed that, I would have hooked up to the Wi-Fi there, instead of tethering to my phone with Easy Tether. They're not paying for that either. There's just a program that I've used, and they added Bluetooth tethering, which was super nice of them. Very, very happy about that. Like, they didn't have to do that. That wasn't why I bought it originally, and they added it, and so that's always nice. I'm playing this on an NVIDIA Shield tablet, and I really like the NVIDIA Shield tablet. It's a lot of fun. They're not paying me for that either. It's just my personal opinion. I bought it not knowing about the built-in streaming capabilities, and upon finding about them, that just made me like it even more. And now that I'm learning how to, I think I know what I'm doing as far as broadcasting and recording. I think I do anyway. hopefully, we'll be getting a lot more of these videos, because my tablet comes with me everywhere. My laptop does not. Well, not everywhere, but you know what I mean. Which will make recording, because I can record offline, basically. I can just record videos too, and so that's going to be awesome. Anyway, I got off track. Okay, our little local town. It's actually a town named Peebles in Ohio. We're in Adams County. We're basically the middle of nowhere. You're 30 minutes from a Walmart and three or four different directions. I know at least 3 directions. We only have one grocery store. We've only got 2 fast food restaurants. One's a McDonald's, which actually you can catch a lot of Pokemon at. There's no Pokestops there, but there's just people play there a lot, so their Pokemon are attracted there. And there is a Subway, and that's and we've got some local restaurants too that are a little bit smaller scale. They're not fast food or anything like that. Anyway, we've got 5 Pokestops and 2 gyms, which is awesome. So, out of the 5 Pokestops, 3 of them are churches, which is a product of Ingress. What's it called? The other 2 is our post office and the local library. And the library was where I decided to record this. It's centermost out of all the Pokestops, to the middle of town for the most part. Technically, one of the churches is probably more accurate to be center, but I wanted to do the library because I knew the library has foot traffic, and if more trainers are around the Pokestop, even when you throw the module, more Pokemon will show up, and actually rarer Pokemon will show up. And I think the rarest one I saw today was on the Pokestop anyway, was a Bellsprout. I've only caught a few of him, and I just finally got enough to evolve him in this video, so that was always really cool. I actually went to go battle at one of the gyms, and that was the part of the video, that was the second part of the video, second video, I guess, after I had technical issues that crashed, and it's no longer there, and it's lost, like it's corrupted, it's gone. I can give you kind of a highlights, although not a play-by-play, because I don't remember everything. But basically, I went to the one in the center of town, and it's the Cairn of Peace, which is actually I'm pretty sure it's called the Cairn of Peace. It's a plow, okay? It's a monument. I think something in the 1700s, I think 1800s, I can't remember. We held the World Plowing Contest outside of Peebles, and we had a monument put in town to commemorate that. And I mean, it's been there all of my life. I think it's been there all of my dad's life. That monument's been there for a very long time, and so it's fitting that that's one of the main gyms. And blue team, Mystic had it, and I beat Mystic out of it with two battles. They weren't very, very strong. Beat him out of it, and then I threw in my Vaporeon, and that didn't hold very long. It held for about a minute, and that one held about a minute or two, and I was trying to beat him so I could beat my own Pokemon, so I could raise the prestige up some, and throw in Rager's prestige up some, and it just didn't work out. I just could not beat my Vaporeon with my Pokemon, and so blue team actually, Mystic took it back actually shortly after that, and so I took it back from Mystic again, and I was trying to beat my Pokemon again, but I was having to restore up some health, and another red team or another Valor member beat mine with my Vaporeon with a Jolteon, and so his Jolteon was I think about 100 CP higher than mine, and I couldn't even get past my Vaporeon again, even with my electric types, or my grass type, and that's partially because I don't know if you guys saw this earlier in the video or not, but my Weeping Bell, when he evolved, I don't think he kept any grass moves. I think he's got a ground move and a poison move, and so it's like like I don't have any grass moves out of my high level grass type. And so I was using my high level electric types. I got 2 electric buzzes out of 10k eggs, which is super lucky. And one of them is a fighting electric, and one of them just electric. And so my fighting electric was naturally the higher level one, and so I have upgraded him more. Although I've got plenty of candy to upgrade the other one, and upgrade them both really. The other one's both electric, but his special is less powerful than the one that's fighting electric on his moves. And he's got like low kick and thunderbolt, and then the other one's got like thunder punch, or I don't remember what his weak move is, but it's an electric type, and then he's got like thunder punch as his special, and it's like 10 weaker, 10 points PP or whatever those are, power points weaker. So it's like, it's just not quite good enough, and I couldn't get through Vaporeon with either of them when I was holding it. And so I was like, well, I even got my Electabuzz as high of level as he was, and it still didn't work out. Anyway, so the XP bonuses and all that stuff should be wearing off around now, or here soon. I know that I made moves back into my my level pretty frequently throughout the video, so you guys can kind of keep track of how much I actually made. I might add that in the comments, I might not, I don't know. But it's this was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, give me a like, subscribe if you want to see more. I do plan on making more Pokemon Go videos, even if nobody watches any of them. It's just, I guess I'm stubborn that way. The rest of the video might be silent from now on, and that's more or less just because I'm out of things to talk about at the moment. And so yeah, I hope you guys liked it, and talk to you guys later.